This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
People are saying, well, what's the monthly sub goal for this month? To which I respond very simply, there is none. For two reasons. Number one, because the subs are going to further dip. Last month we had artificial growth with September, and I know for a fact that come another week or two, you're going to see a ton more subs expire for people who only subbed because it was half price. So good luck maintaining that sub level.
I am growing on Twitch, actually. I've been growing pretty consistently, especially when there's new game release content and the like. Things have been going really well here on Twitch.
When people only sub because of the discount and the discount's over, it's just not viable, okay? The other thing is, quite frankly, I don't think that there's anything this month that's going to really overly motivate people to sub besides already having the cool Halloween emotes. You see what I mean? I think if people want to sub this month, they're going to get the cool emotes, and that me doing a sub goal isn't necessarily going to really motivate much of anything. Alright? Now, FYI, next month, the month of November, there will be a sub goal. What is it going to be? It's going to be for the Christmas event. What that means is that if we hit the sub goal, people are going to be nominating Christmas-themed games, and or, it doesn't even, this year I'm doing something special, it doesn't have to be Christmas-themed. It could be any kind of game that you just want to see me play. But this month, this month, I don't see any reasonable reason to do a sub goal, because people already are going to sub to get the cool emotes, and I don't think that anything else that I brainstorm is going to motivate people to sub better than these crazy good emotes, okay?
Laziness.
Unlimited Froggins cheered. He said, you seemed a bit off at the end of last night's stream. If there's something going on relating to the streams or behind the scenes and you need to get it off your chest, you know you can always talk to us. Now, in general, I'd say the first thing is, as you know, like I told you guys, this is the time of the month when everything clears, and it's very bad because I know, once again, I'm probably going to get overdrawn again. It just sucks. There's nothing I can do about this in the short term. So that's always weighing on my mind. But in particular, last night, that wasn't the case at all. The problem was I was playing Gears 5 Horde mode, and I actually really like Horde mode, but sadly, there's a couple shortcomings about the game that pisses me off. The first is that in Horde mode, they only allow you to have one of each character on your team, and every single time I try to pick a certain character, I never get it. So whether I'm picking Marcus Phoenix or JD, whoever I want during that particular game, I never get them. So here I am, I'm going to play Horde mode, and I end up playing with Jack again, who's the robot, the support robot. Which I don't mind, but I already did it once. And I know my viewers want to see new stuff, and there's nothing I can do about it because the game just chooses the fucking character for you. Which is like such a stupid and broken game mechanic. I can't just play who I want, then why the fuck am I playing a game? It's supposed to be fun, give me the character who I want. Why are you taking it so goddamn seriously? It's Horde mode, okay? It's not fucking competitive, it's Horde mode. The other thing is, I'm playing it, and sadly, all my teammates drop, and I've been playing this for an hour and a half, and all my teammates drop, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna keep playing this with fucking AI that's terrible. So, the viewers admittedly got bored, and were angry, and they're like, man, I wish you could have been doing anything else but this, because this just seemed like a huge waste of time. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. It's sad, because, you know, Gears used to be this super hype thing, where when it came out, you could get a huge amount of gameplay out of it, and it would have longevity, and it's just not like that anymore. Gears had like a week where it was popular, and now no one cares about it anymore, and no one's asking me for it, and even though I enjoy the Horde mode, I can't even get a solid session out of the fucking thing, because of the way they designed it. And it's disappointing to me. Because this is a game that I was hoping to maybe have some longevity and enjoy over time, and now I can't. It just seems like a game that's a dud now. And I hate when I put out a stream where, in general, people on the stream are complaining that it's boring. Because I'm like, damn, if we just interacted or had some fun with it, I think it would be fun. But a lot of people kind of get stuck on the game I'm playing. That's exactly what happened last night, because I was playing Gears 5, and I had about a half an hour extra left. Okay? And I'm like, okay, well, instead of just ending early, let's talk for half an hour. So we did, and the viewership went up, contributions went up, everything went up, everyone was happy. I was like, so I could have just literally just sat here for 2 hours and talked to you guys, and you would have found it more entertaining than Gears, essentially. So that kind of, that annoyed me because, you know, it's hard, being honest, as a streamer and a content creator, what I'm trying to do is strive to find stuff that's going to be for all audiences. And people expressed to me last month they liked the Gears stuff. They wanted more. Some people had actually been asking me when I was going to go back to Horde mode because I had said that I liked it and I was going to play it more. And And so I was like, okay, I'll eventually go back to it. So I do, and then the audience hates it. And it's like, that's disheartening and disappointing because, you know, I'm trying to do stuff. And if you guys would have rather just had me talk for 2 hours, I would have just fucking talked for 2 hours. You see what I mean? So it is what it is. You know? It's always going to be disheartening to being a content creator if I put out something you guys don't like. So, yeah, I would say probably last night by the end of the stream I was a little upset about that. But that's, you know, nothing in general was going on outside of that or anything like that. So.
Oh, come on. I wanted more money. I need that money to pay my bills.
The Last Rambo did a 50-bit cheer and says the following. I remember in one of your old vlogs, you were complaining that the only way to succeed on YouTube is to make edited videos with high-quality production. You didn't want to sacrifice your raw style of playthroughs, so would you have succeeded if DsP Gaming was focused on edited content and gaming vlogs, and you made a channel dedicated to full raw playthroughs? Essentially, Last Rambo, the answer is yes.
No.
But I would have had to do it way earlier than when I tried to do it, so allow me to explain. It was around the years of around 2012, 2013. I was still doing my long-form, raw gameplay videos, unedited. And that's when a large group of people, out of nowhere, magically appeared on YouTube. Somehow they all had expertise in video editing. Somehow they all had scripted comedy. Somehow they all seemed to just appear. And they said, oh, we're the new wave of gaming content creators on YouTube. In reality, what happened was, as always happens with all of these emerging medias, people saw money in it. They said, oh crap, people can actually, like, monetize their videos on YouTube. And so, you had a group of people who were not really in it for gaming. They were in it because they wanted to make a living doing it and make money. They already had expertise in video editing. They had, you know, writing on comedy series and stuff. And they decided they were going to take all their money and come onto YouTube as a group of investors and a group of business people rather than real gamers. And they all came onto YouTube and started doing the same kind of content, okay? And this was around, I'd say around 2012, 2013. And essentially what they did is they changed the face of YouTube. Because a guy like me, who didn't have video editing experience, who didn't have a budget, per se, to make an edit, I don't have a gaming fucking studio, right? I don't have any of this stuff. I don't have a team of people working for me to edit my videos after I create them, right? That's never happened. For me, I've always been a one-man show. Everything I do is me. So, essentially, you had the talented people who were in it for the love of gaming being brushed under the rug for people who were coming into it, seeing it as a business opportunity. All right? And sadly, I hate to say it, YouTube decided, in all of their wisdom, they were going to select and promote those who were in it for the business opportunity as the golden boys and girls of YouTube for gaming. These people got their videos promoted. They got in league with gaming companies so they could get advanced copies of games early. Essentially, the whole face of the way that people did content with gaming on YouTube changed within the realm of, say, 2-3 years. Like, again, around 2012 to, like, 2014, it became a very different thing than what it was from 2008 to, like, 2013 when I was doing it at the peak of popularity, okay? And so what I would say is, if I actually, during that time period, had chosen at that point to say, I see the changes that are coming, I think I should change up what I'm doing, and I'm going to now become one of these YouTubers who does highly edited content. Maybe I'll still do the raw gameplay, but then I'll take time to edit that content into the best of the week, highlights from a game, countdowns, highly edited reviews, etc. If I had started doing that, say between 2012 and 2014, 2015, when that became the popular thing on YouTube, I probably would be way more popular now than I ever was. And quite frankly, I probably would still be able to kind of make a living on YouTube. At least to way more of an extent than I do now. I think everyone was hit so bad by the YouTube adpocalypse in 2017 that some people who even have, like, these healthy channels still can't even make a living doing it. You know, it's funny. I just had the interview with this guy, The Quartering. He said that he essentially is bringing in around 13 million views a month. That is, as popular as I was when I was at my peak. And this guy says, I still have a full-time job. You know, I would never give that up. He's not making enough on his YouTube channel, bringing in 13 million views a month to make a living. When I was doing that, I was making insane money. So that's just a difference between 2012 YouTube and 2019 YouTube. In 7 years, the ad revenue has plummeted so badly. This guy who's doing the same views I did 7 years ago has a full-time job outside of it. That's pretty ridiculous in my opinion, you know, but it is what it is. Times change, right? Yeah, I do feel that if back then I had decided I want to go with the trends, I want to do what's popular, I want to change, to be the YouTuber that's going to be a top gaming YouTuber, and I had started editing content, all that, yeah, more than likely DSP gaming would have become more popular than it ever was. It would have continued to grow.
No.
Because that's the thing, it stagnated. Once essentially all the gaming content on YouTube became edited, my old school style raw gameplay stagnated. Like, I didn't see any more growth. And that's what's happened. It's stuck between, say, 170 to 180,000 subs for, like, a ridiculously long time. And it's still there. Even today, I'm still at 188,000 subs. And I'm very, very slow sub growth. Like, 1,000 subs every 6 months or something crazy like that. Like, I doubt ever in my history I will ever hit 200,000 subs on DSP Gaming. Being that it is just an archive channel of my streams, I don't really see growth on it. And I doubt I will ever hit 200,000 subs ever on the channel. Okay? But if I had adopted the editing and stuff earlier, I feel that I actually would have.
No, 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 no. Okay, well, maybe, no.
Alright, now here's the thing, Last Rambo. I did actually adopt the editing style in 2016. If you guys remember, I said, well, I can't do it on DSP Gaming. The channel's been too long standing as an edited content channel. So I'm going to make a new channel called KO Gaming, and I'm going to do exactly what people have asked for years. I'm going to do the edited style, countdowns, reviews, etc. It worked. The channel blew up. I had a video with over 1 million views. I had channels with hundreds of thousands of views. The average video was getting like 30 to 50,000 views. It was profitable. It was working. The formula works of edited content, edited thumbnail, you know what I mean? Like, it works. The YouTube formula works. Everyone knows this. Okay? The problem is, YouTube fucked the channel. For absolutely no reason, YouTube, in all of its wisdom, demonetized KO Gaming. It made it that every video I uploaded to the channel would be auto-demonetized upon going live. In fact, one of the videos I uploaded and left private, and it got demonetized. Makes no sense. How the fuck do you demonetize a video that had no tags, no title, and was private? They auto-demonetized it. They had red flagged the channel, essentially, to say that it will not get ads unless every single video gets reviewed by YouTube.
As I've said many times, you know, people will get what's coming to them. It's called karma.
So, what happened was, overnight, a channel that I was putting time and money into, you know, what I was doing, I was streaming full-time during the days, and then half the nights at night, I wasn't doing late-night streams. Instead, I was editing that content into videos for KO Gaming.
I'll be real honest with everyone. Just making an edited YouTube video is very easy. Doing live improv reactionary commentary is tough. The hard shit is sitting here playing the raw games. That's the hard part. Streaming is way harder than just editing videos for YouTube. Okay? It is. Real talk.
You see what I mean? And essentially what happened was all my time and effort was wasted because after building the channel for a year, YouTube did this to the channel for no reason and no explanation. And essentially every video that got demonetized, I would submit for a review, and upon review, it would all get ads back. The problem is the review process took days. So good luck working your ass off, putting out a video, and then you can't have it, you know, it has to go live to be reviewed, and you have a video live for 2-3 days, and then they finally put ads on it, it's dead. You've already lost 80% of your viewership, and you can't, that channel can't sustain anymore. So I was putting in, no lie, probably, I would say, 2 to 4 hours work a night, 2 to 3 times a week, so, you know, 10 to 12 hours a week editing videos for KO Gaming. It worked, and the channel was popular, and YouTube killed it.
It's not about the money. It's not. I'm not here to take a paycheck. You're a hypocrite, and you're an asshole.
Now, eventually that all changed. I don't know what happened. I guess YouTube decided at some point they weren't going to do that anymore, because if you remember, at one point, DSP Gaming got demonetized for no reason. It was their internal error. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. And during that time period, I was uploading gameplay to KO Gaming, and all those gameplay videos were getting ads. So is it because it was gameplay raw videos that it wasn't getting demonetized? I don't know. I don't understand YouTube's criteria for auto-flagging videos and demonetizing them at all. I just don't get it. But the truth of the matter is, I tried doing the edited style. It worked until YouTube fucked me. So, in reality, even if I had adopted and conformed to the YouTube norms way back when in 2012, there's still no guarantee that today I'd still be alright. More than likely, I still would have had to done something to keep things afloat, because it just seems YouTube in general fell apart. But admittedly, if I had decided to adopt the whole editing style earlier, it more than likely would have made DsP Gaming way more secure as a channel in its following and viewership, and it probably would have done way better over time rather than stagnating the way that it did because it was raw gameplay. So, there's your answer. It was a very long answer. You needed a long answer because it was a complicated question. Okay? Alright, now we got a very critical and sarcastic and or snarky tip. I'll still read it. From Potato Rolls Are Good. I actually agree. I like potato rolls. Timmy $1 says, the quartering guy works a full-time job and still has time to build his channel from the ground up, probably because he realized YouTube isn't a job and can't be your only source of income. Most Twitch streamers with 100k subs on YouTube also have a full-time job. You're right, because today, that's the case. Back in the day when I was doing YouTube full-time, that wasn't the case. From the years of 2011 through, 2017, I was able to make a living full-time just having a YouTube channel. And then I had to change it to be a full-time streamer because it became not viable anymore because YouTube fucked up and lost all their advertisers. So you're right, in the modern era, if you want to do this, as a source of income, great, but you're more than likely in a better situation balancing this with a full-time job. With me, that's not the case because I make more doing this than I would have doing a full-time job and this. Eventually, that is my goal. My long-term goal is to get myself out of the financial situation I'm in by hook or by crook, however it may happen, so that I don't have to be here streaming full-time 6 days a week, and instead I can do this more as like a nighttime thing, maybe a few times a week, which is how I used to do it. That's how I used to do it when I had my full-time job. This was the thing I would do like 2 hours a night, and then on weekends. And that way, I could focus on having an offline job that's more stable and more consistent, and then do this as a hobby, which people probably undoubtedly would still follow, and I would be in a much more stable position. That's what I want to do. I just can't do that right now. I'd love to try to change things. I can't. If I get a full-time job right now, I'd end up immediately having a dramatic dip in my income, and I would not be able to do anything. I wouldn't be able to afford a damn thing. That's not going to work. All right? So I got to work on other stuff first, changing other things first, and then I can maybe make those changes. Okay?
I can't wait for the money. I can just say, guys, please help if you can. And if some people are very nice and love what I do, they can help. And everyone else can fuck off. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory. But I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.